Hello, and welcome to another episode of Project Aurora Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. I'm Project Aurora. You can follow me on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Project Aurora, as well as joining my community Discord. Should you ever want to interact more, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Alright, so, brief recap of the previous episode. After failing miserably on several side quests and dying to plants over and over, we did eventually get through all the sort of optional side quests and got into the investigation of the ruins and the supposed ghosts in them. There were definitely some ghosts and some spirits or something, some devils, things going on in there in the bell. We managed to stop the resonating of the bell. We were left with nothing but questions still, but we did at least accomplish the mission and get everything back to normal. And now we're on our way back to the tank. So, yeah, no, a lot sort of gone down lately in this game. We've been covering so much. I think we're nearing the end. I don't think we're in the last chapter, but I think we're in the chapter before the last one. And then I hear Trails from Azure is just like straight action. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I guess we'll see. Either way, I'm looking forward to getting into it, as well as being able to get back to Cold Steel. Ooh. Huh. Who's gonna use this ability? I need to sort of change her stuff back. I don't know that I need these skills as much when I'm what's it called? Not in the area with the higher elements. Okay, I might actually end up killing Lloyd again. Lloyd, don't die! Alright. We live! We got some more upgrade material. Alright, and that puts us at how much upgrade material? Another 20. Oh, that means we can upgrade everybody else's weapon. So, what do you all plan to do after this? I still have a bit of time before bed. Before bed. You can tell I'm tired. And it's only 4 o'clock, or no, like 5 o'clock in the evening. And I'm already thinking about sleep. Anyways, I still have a bit of time before I need to be back. Need a ride anywhere? Let me think. If you're offering, we might as well take you up on it. A call? Sorry, give me a minute. Kind of weird time to receive, Kind of weird time for someone to ring. Hello, this is Lloyd Banning's Special Support Section. It's Fran. Where are you guys right now? Oh, we're actually in the tunnel on Maine's mountain path right now. We just finished investigating some ruins in the area with your sister. Oh, Noe was telling me about that earlier. Were you able to safely complete your investigation? Yeah, at least for now anyway. Did you want me to hand her the phone? She's right here. No, that's okay. If I needed to talk to her, I would have just called her Enigma. Actually, there's someone who'd like to ask the SSS a question or two. Oh, sure. Who is it? A citizen? Not quite. It's the mayor of Mainz. It sounds like he needs a consultation with your team. Oh, really? This doesn't happen very often. Did he give you any details? Apparently, one of the locals from Mainz went to visit Crossbow City, but he hasn't returned for several days. At least that's what I gathered from everything he told me. That sounds a little concerning. Alright, we're already near Mainz, so we'll pay Mayor Bixen a visit. Fortunately for us, your sister can give us a ride there. And don't be afraid to work her to the bone. I'll go ahead and contact the mayor to let him know you're coming in advance. Was that Fran? Yeah, she called to tell us about a new request. Lloyd gave a short summary of what Fran said. I see. Mayor Bixen submitted a support request. Someone visited the city and has yet to return home. May as well head on over and hear the story straight from the man himself. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Alright, Sergeant Major, could you take us to Mainz? Leave it to me. Mainz Mining Village. Alright, we made it. I'm always impressed by how much faster we travel with your car. Let's hurry and ask the town mayor for details on the case. Sounds good, man. If I remember correctly, it was the house in the back of town. But first, I'm sleeping in the inn. Shop. Making sure I don't miss any, collectible stuff or whatever. Don't know if the shop's updated, you feel me? Alright, doesn't like, oh, Orb Wisteria, which I think I already bought for Lloyd's room, so there's no need to buy a second one. Alright, onward. Excuse us, this is the special support section. Yes, I've been waiting for you all. Apologies for making you come all this way. Truth be told, I intended to go see you in the city, but please don't worry about that. We were in the area, so stopping by wasn't an inconvenience or anything. So, would you mind explaining the support request to us? Of course, please take a seat. I'll pour some tea, just 1 second. I see. In summary, one of your miners, Gantz, traveled to Crossbell City almost 2 weeks ago and hasn't been back since. Yes, precisely. You see, he's a gambler at heart. People have even told me that he would go to the city's entertainment district on weekends to gamble at the casino. The fact that he hasn't contacted anyone for 2 whole weeks has us worried. Everyone around town is wondering where he's gone or if something happened to him. That's definitely strange. There may be some specific reason he has not returned, such as being involved in an accident. At the very least, I hope he wasn't attacked by the monsters that have started to appear on the city outskirts. What if the miner is just a damn good gambler? A guy could make a killing in the casino if he plays his cards right. If I were him and that happened, I'd be chilling in Michelin with a drink in one hand and the other around a pretty lady's waist. Yeah, I doubt that's the case. For starters, he isn't new. Randy makes a valid point about gambling, though. We cannot ignore the possibility. I don't mean to interrupt, but I don't see that happening. Why is that? You said he loves to gamble. Are there any other relevant qualities about him we should know of? Excuse me. Well, Gantz is the least serious person I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, but while he may love gambling to death, he's absolutely horrible at it. On top of that, he's got the luck of a man who would keel over from a splinter. Every time he comes home, his wallet is as dry as a desert. I see. In that case, he might make some cash in the lottery, but without any real skill, I doubt he'd win much in a poker game. Perhaps he took out a sum of Mira and ran off before the loan sharks could catch him? Well, that's another possibility to consider. That was actually one of the scenarios we considered before you arrived. Were that the case, I have no idea how we'd find him. Understood, Mayor Vixen. You can leave finding Gantz to us. For now, we'll start with investigating the casino and other places he may have visited. Thank you, Lloyd. I'll leave this matter in your hands then. If you learn anything, could you contact my house by phone? Of course, sir. Let me write down your phone number while I'm here. It's already evening. It's probably about time we head back to Crossbell City. We'll still need to gather more information before the day is done, so yes, we should return before it gets dark. Could you give us a ride, Noel? Yes, of course. Hop in and we'll move out. We out. Thanks for your help today, everyone. Trust me, I plan to return the favor as soon as I can. I think you're giving us too much credit. Yeah, dude, we should be thanking you for inviting us on this crazy adventure. Guys, about what happened in the temple, I think we should contact Crossbell Cathedral and have them sort things out from here on. I concur. If the ruins are in fact related to an artifact, our hands are tied. Good point. Either way, I'll discuss things with the deputy commander and figure out what to do. So are you guys going to start asking around the city now? Yep, starting with the casino. Could you contact us if the CGF learns anything? About Gantz, you mean? Of course. Anyway, I'll let you guys get back to work. Good luck. Heh, you too, Noel. Well then, ready to stop by the casino? Remember, we don't have too much time to waste. Let's go. There's still a lot we don't know about Gantz. Well, what are we waiting for? To the entertainment district. Randy's favorite place. About time for business at the casino to really pick up. You guys ready? Let's find ourselves a miner and hit the slots too. We're only going to be doing one of those things, Randy. Considering we are not undercover, there is absolutely zero reason for us to play. Agreed. Anyway, let's just stick with the questioning employees and customers. Perhaps that will lead to some clue about Gantz's whereabouts. Yeah, killjoys. Good evening, everyone. Have you all come to play with Randy? No, not today. We actually want to ask you something. Lloyd asked about the missing miner. Missing? That's preposterous. He came here earlier. The guy managed to make a killing, too. Wait, really? And he was winning, you say? Come on, Jake, you must be thinking of someone else, right? You see, we're looking for a miner from Mainz. I doubt he has the skill or intuition needed to stay afloat here. I assure you, I know the man. It all started about 2 weeks ago. It had been a while since I last saw him, but I swear it was like he was a completely different person. Thanks to him, my dealers are in the middle of a losing streak. We've lost almost 500,000 Mira to him now. 500,000? That is an exorbitant amount of money. There's no friggin' way, man. He's gotta be cheating, right? As I'm sure you know, we are professionals. If someone was cheating, we would notice. Besides, he not only has shown incredible talent, but miraculously good luck as well. Everybody here would like to know how in the world he turned into a gambling phenom, I guess. This is quite different from the story Mayor Bixen gave us. Excuse me, sir. Apparently Gantz hasn't returned to Mainz yet. Do you have any idea where he's staying? Ah, yes. Last I heard, he's staying at the hotel across the street. The deluxe suite on the top floor, no less. Well, I guess he does have the mirror for it. Seriously though, that place is crazy expensive. In any case, I am surprised we were able to find him this easily. Likewise, we should go and pay him a visit. Reminds me, exchange. Oh nope, trade. I think I already got the darts. Evasion gear. That might be bad for 2 Mushy plush toy. Alright, I was just curious. It's already nighttime. We need to go speak with Gantz. Right, let's head over to the hotel. The VIP rooms are on the top floor. Imagine hitting the jackpot and living the baller life in a 5-star hotel. Damn, I'm jealous as hell. Focus on the problem at hand, Randy. I mean, he's not wrong. It's gotta be one of these rooms on the top floor, right? Oh, that must be him. That's gotta be him. Make it ever say it, though. That's gotta be the guy. Is that you, Randy? Oh my, long time no see. Pleasure seeing you again. Who the hell are you people? Excuse us, sir. We're with the CPD. You must be Gantz from Mainz. That's right. Ain't I met you somewhere before? Have we? I recognize this man. Did we not save him from warhounds during the Mainz incident? Oh. That was him. Huh, I think I remember now. Well, those kids from way back then when, ain't you? So what you want? Well, we received a request from the mayor of Mainz. A request to track you down. The mayor's looking for me. What in the hell for? Come on, man. You've been here for like 2 weeks without contacting anyone, yeah? Everyone's all worried about you. They thought you went missing. As such, we were requested to find you. Okay. Well, you found me. Congrats. We can go ahead and buzz off now, eh? I ain't ever going back to a hellhole like Mainz for as long as I live. But why is that? For what reason? Ain't it obvious? I'm the greatest gambler in this state has ever seen. And it's just my killer skill at the tables. Lady Luck is my bitch too. Who the hell would want to go back to Mainz just to smash rocks all day? Wait a second. Watch it. Are you sure that's what you want? Everybody's worried sick about you. You could at least contact the mayor and give him some peace. Shut up, you can't order me to do shit. One more round at Barca and it'll be off to Michelin for me. Hey ladies, how about I take you to that fancy smashy theme park this weekend? You can pick whatever you want from those boutiques they got, too. Bill's on me. Wow, really? We can't wait to go. I mean, when you're rich, I guess. Ain't much we can do about him. Dude's way too full of himself. That he is. Regardless, we're still obligated to inform the mayor of the situation. It's not our right to force him to return to Mainz. Indeed, it was his own conscious decision. What's on your mind, Lloyd? You look like something's bothering you. Yeah, so here's the thing. He was just an amateur gambler who played casually. I doubt he's nearly lucky or sharp enough to be good. Yet somehow he's suddenly on multiple winning streaks? No matter how I analyze the situation, it just doesn't add up. That's true. Yeah, that sure sounds fishy to me. You think he'd tell me all his tricks if I butter him up with a few drinks? Are you not already a skilled gambler, Randy? Only when I'm on a hot streak, my friend. Not a chance in hell I'd pull off wins for 2 consecutive weeks and win $500,000 Mira. Pretty sure you'd only be able to pull that off if you were just as skilled as Jack. Jack's a fictional character, Randy. Oh, the heck? You guys are still around? Whoa, take it down a notch, sweet cheeks. Can I ask you two, honey, something real quick? I'm just a little bit curious about this Gantz fellow in there. Go right ahead. Ooh, what is it? Is he involved in some sort of crime? Nah, it ain't nothing like that. Just wondering if he's always been such an arrogant jackass. Even with the few drinks he had, he laid the attitude on a bit thick, eh? Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's true, he wasn't nearly as cocky when he first started gambling. But as time went on, his victories began to feed his ego. Though we're just hostesses, so we don't really mind. Yeah, I see. So to say that arrogance wasn't stemming from alcohol, right? Personality aside, that man is something else. It's almost as if he could see through the cards while they were laid down. He must have razor-sharp senses. No kidding, it's totally insane to be honest. He even won straight-up bets at the roulette table too. You think he can read the dealer's mind? That does sound most impressive. Sounds more like a major power than being perceptive. Damn it, why couldn't Adios have blessed me with such a wonderful talent? Anyway, that's about all we know about Gantz. Are we good to get back to work? Yep, you've been real helpful. I think I'll come see you kiddies again when I get some free time around here. I won't get my hopes up, but I'll be waiting for you. Anyway, I'm going to go back to work now. In any case, we should convey this information to the mayor. Yeah, give me a second. I'll call him. Lloyd put out Mayor Bixon's phone number and dialed it. Hello, this is Bixon speaking. Good evening, sir. This is Lloyd Bannings from the SSS. Oh, so you've called. Were you able to find any information on Gantz? Well, about that. Well, Lloyd explained everything that happened to Mayor Bixon. I am finding it hard to believe that such a thing has happened. A man like Gantz striking riches from gambling and living in a luxury hotel? We tried to reason with him, but he refuses to return to Mainz, so we figured the least we could do was report the situation to you. Oh no, you've done exemplary work. If this is truly the case, then I shall make my way to the city tomorrow and speak with Gantz directly. Thank you for your hard work. We're just doing our job, sir. If we can be of further assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us again. We'll keep helping if we can. Thank you. I'll be counting on you all. What did the mayor say? Well, he was definitely surprised about Gantz. He said he'd be coming to Crossbow City tomorrow so we can speak to him. Doubt there's a better man for the job, to be honest. Tia? You've been quiet for a while now. Is something bothering you? Not particularly. It was a long day, so I'm feeling a bit fatigued. No kidding. Investigating those ruins earlier took a toll on me. The sun is already set, so perhaps we should return home. Kia's awaiting our return, right? Indeed she is. It's as if my exhaustion is completely erased when I see her smile. I don't know if I'd go that far. I do get what you mean, though. Geez, talk about a group of doting parents, eh? Let's hurry on home and see our little kiddo. Good old buddy Lecter. What the heck are you doing here, Lecter? Hahaha, isn't it obvious? I'm here to watch Ark and Seal. Boy, I thought I wasn't gonna make it on time, so I started sprinting here. I feel you there, man. Wait, hold on just a damn sec. Aren't these seats for special guests? These seats shouldn't be available to the average person, no. Well, about that, the chance... I mean, can't I use Gramps' sweet benefits for my own enjoyment every once in a while? His behavior is incomprehensible. I love Lecter. He's a fun guy. Back to the... It's already nighttime. Kia's still waiting for us. Let's head straight home. Oh, you want me to walk through the back alley, I guess? I don't know if I have to. Wait, when do I get to get the treasure chest in this area? Alright, well, whatever. Phew, we're home. Oh, you're back, yay. I wish I could be as full of energy as you always are, Kia. Yep, I'm always ready to roll. You're late. Was there a lot of work today? More or less. Bet we would have keeled over if we didn't have that nice car to drive around in. I second that. Hey Tio, you look super tired. Are you alright? Yes, I will be fine. After all, seeing your cute face has re-energized my batteries, Kia. Kia? Since I'm so full of energy, I don't mind sharing some with you. Snuggle. That's Kia for you. Never seen medicine that potent. Perhaps a Kia hug is stronger than a wonder drug. Thank you, Kia. I think I am sufficiently recharged. I'm glad. Come to think of it, is the chief not home yet, Kia? The chief? Oh, he's over in his office. A visitor came by and he's still talking with them. A visitor? That's pretty rare, considering the time. Do you remember what he looked like? He's an old man with a big beard. He kind of reminds me of a bear. Grimwood. I think his name is Grimwood anyway. I think the chief called him something like a lawyer? Oh, Mr. Grimwood's here. Why is he stopping by so late? Shall we go greet him while we have the opportunity? I will leave all that to you. I am on kitchen duty tonight. You alright with cooking for everyone? If you want, I could take over for you tonight. No, I already made preparations for dinner earlier. It should be almost ready. Kia, hold on for just a while longer, okay? Oh, can I help you get the food ready? You want to? Well then, you will be my sous chef. This guy's napping without a care in the world. Well, at this point, I'm not too surprised. Zay really do just be chilling. Until he isn't. Sees us. Hey, what took you so long? Oh, sorry to be intruding when it's so late. So it was Mr. Grimwood after all. It's not every day you decide to visit us. Yes, well, I had some matters to discuss with Sergey. Since I was in the neighborhood, I took the opportunity to stop by. Matters to discuss? Yeah, I'll cut to the heart of it. It's about Kia's identity. Oh, then did you guys figure anything out? Unfortunately not. It seems a request was also submitted to the guild, but I, at Sergey's behest, explored another possibility. Unfortunately, it wasn't... No, actually, I'm pleased to say the possibility I looked into was a bust. You were happy it was a bust? Right, it was pertaining to a story several years back. There are multiple cases of child abductions, primarily focused in the Calvard Republic. Child abductions? Horrible. I'll omit the more unnecessary details, but it was a pretty massive scandal. Because Calvar wasn't the only country targeted, an international investigation team was created to get to the bottom of things. Each country's army, police forces, the Bracer Guild, you name it, everyone cooperated to put an end to that mess. That's crazy. It's the first I've heard of it. Same here. Since it was kept under wraps, it must have been pretty damn serious. Yes, eventually the case was closed. Due to its nature in the end, the case was treated as strictly confidential. Only reason I know about it is because I was involved, serving as an advisor. Please hold on a second. You're saying there's a chance Kia could be one of the victims from this whole abduction incident? I thought the same thing, so I searched the case records again. To my relief, I wasn't able to find any children who matched Kia's description. For the record, the men responsible for those horror were almost all arrested and the rest committed suicide. Today, I simply came to inform Sergei of my findings. I see. I'm relieved that Kia wasn't a part of that, but the fact it actually happened, I would have ended up telling you about all this eventually. Anyway, we're back to square one with Kia. Well, no skin off our back, right? Just gotta keep looking after the kiddo until we find one of her relatives. Right, I'd appreciate if you kept sheltering the child here. But in case we can't end up finding a relative, we should consider entrusting her to a foster family or to a church orphanage. Hold on, but you don't need to wrap your heads around those possibilities. Adopting a kid and properly raising them, that's not something you can jump into half-assed, no matter how adorable she may be. That might be true. It's probably a bit more difficult than taking in a stray kitten or something. I'm sorry, everyone. Sounds like I brought down the mood a bit. You all just returned from a long day of work, correct? I imagine you have to report to finish, so it's about time I excuse myself. No, please wait. The truth is, there's something we were planning on consulting you about. Oh, with me? Yes, actually. We'll explain the situation with the missing minor to Sergei and Mr. Grimwood. So you're working on a missing person case? Sounds like a job for the SSS, all right. It didn't seem like anything illegal was going on, so we just left him how he was. I wonder if we should have tried a little harder to get him to go home. Well, that's a complicated question. If you were bracers, there'd be a little more wiggle room to negotiate. Comes with the job. If a police officer tried to pull that move, odds are that the whole situation would turn into a civil dispute. It's an exceedingly fine line. I was afraid you'd say that. The guy is old enough to make his own decisions, so unfortunately, it's none of our business. If you were just some brat, we could have given him a spanking and taken him home. That's true. However, you mentioned he gained gambling skill, luck, and intuition, like he was a different man. Ian, something about this rubbed you the wrong way? Well, it might just be coincidence, but lately, 2 other similar stories have come to my attention. Is that true? You telling me there's not 1, but 3 lucky bastards who hit the jackpot? No, it's a bit different. The stories I heard about involve a stockbroker who works for a securities firm and the manager of a trading company. Recently, both companies sustained heavy losses and were almost in the red. But in the last few days, they seem to have experienced an incredible rebound. I could hardly believe it until I saw the numbers. Especially that stockbroker. Story goes that he bought and sold stocks with unprecedented luck and intuition, as if he could see the future. That sounds pretty familiar. Don't worry, I'm sure it's only a coincidence. From what I've heard, their attitudes have changed in addition to their skills. They've supposedly become extremely arrogant. That tidbit piqued my interest. That's definitely strange. Hey Ian, any chance you know the backgrounds of these 2? Not yet, but if you're interested, I can start researching right away. You want to check possibilities? Oh, you want to check possible ties, I presume? Yes, if possible. Something catch your attention, Chief? When you're in this business, Lloyd, it never hurts to have all the info you can. It's as simple as that. I understand. Guy told me something like that once too. That the decisive factors in an investigation are intuition and information you uncover. Well then, I'll get out of your way now. If you ever have anything bothering you, don't hesitate to stop by my office. I'll do everything in my power to help you out. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. When the time comes, we'll come knocking. Rivage managed to recover their smuggling routes. Yes, sir. 3 of the routes we decimated over the last week have already been reorganized. We've been trying to impede them, but their resilience was most unexpected. How curious. I was led to believe that they didn't have the manpower to accomplish such a thing. Did their boss finally involve himself in their restoration efforts? That's the strangest part. The killing bear was nowhere to be found. This appeared to be solely the work of subordinates. The reports state that they only brought enough for a small squad. Not only that, but there were no warhounds present either. How interesting. Now I'm even more curious. Had this been a battle of even numbers, Heiyue should have come out victorious. Did they employ those Reinford heavy machine guns, perhaps? Yes, actually, their main forces appeared to have been armed with them. However, the report also mentions that their battle prowess has skyrocketed. Interesting. I get the impression Don Marsoni is trying his damnedest to appease the speaker and quell his rage. I don't recall any new reports of Jaegers being employed or any training exercises being held either. Very peculiar indeed. Are you implying that they've acquired a trump card right under our noses? Precisely. When comparing our respective trump cards, I get the feeling that theirs is extraordinary. Much like Master Yin, I believe that theirs is a wild card, one that can turn the tides of battle at a moment's notice. Damn them, what in the world is it then? Oh shit, what was that? Ah yes, speak of the devil, and he shall come. We've got a big problem on our hands. A group of men draped in black are unloading rounds into the building. Revenge, I think. There's about 10 of them, and the killing bear isn't one of them. There are only 10 measly grunts. Hurry up and finish them off then. And don't worry about the police, this is self-defense, so anything goes. Well, the thing is, those guys aren't human, I'm telling you. They're holding massive machine guns with just one hand. The first floor has been breached. It's only a matter of time before they reach us, sir. Damn it, if only Master Yin was here. Oh dear. I don't think I'll be able to outwit them in a barbaric situation like this. Master Cao, you don't mean? Let's go, Lao. Relying on Yin for a petty squabble like this would be a stain on Heiyue's name. Come, let us demonstrate our might as the conquerors of the Eastern Quarter. Huh? They just shooting in broad daylight though? That's wild. Or not broad daylight, it was nighttime, but you know. This girl is full of surprises. You're telling me that Kia cooked all these sunny side up eggs for us. She sure did. Her technique was so good that I found myself taking mental notes while watching. Fried eggs with a bit of runny yolk. Nice. Get a load of this bacon too. It's like perfectly crisp. She does seem to have quite the knack for the culinary arts. Yesterday's cream stew is basically her own creation. Are you sure you do not have any prior cooking experience, Kia? I don't know. Maybe? Whenever I cook, it's like my hands are moving on their own. Well, I guess it's true that cooking is more through personal experience than anything else, but the fact that she's this talented at her age is pretty amazing. Hey Tio, I was wondering, do you feel okay today? Ah, you look fine as far as I can tell, but don't you think it'd be better to take the day off and rest? No, I am fine. After all, I went to bed quite earlier than usual yesterday. I don't think we have any urgent requests to take care of, so we can always wait and see how you're feeling. Oh, pretty early for that, ain't it? Is it Fran? I'll check. Hello, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support. Yeah, I know already. Now where the heck are you? What are you doing right now? Jonah? Oh, I was expecting a night owl like yourself to be awake this early in the morning. Ha, implying I didn't pull an all-nighter. But enough about that, it doesn't matter. From how carefree you sound, I bet you don't know anything at all, right? Don't know what exactly? So you don't know. Well then, I, the great and brilliant Jonah, will do you a favor. In the dead of night yesterday, well, technically today I guess, but that's besides the point. Either way, someone raided Heiyue's office. What? They were caught completely off guard, too. No offense, all defense, you know? Apparently they took some serious damage. If you ask me, it had to have been done by those Ravash guys. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Thanks for the heads up, Jonah. Haha, you owe me one, Lloyd. That was Jonah. Yeah, something crazy's popped up. Lloyd relayed the information you heard from Jonah to the rest of the special support section. Is that really true, Lloyd? That's freaking insane. It is bold to pull such a thing in the city, even if it was in the middle of the night. What? If it were true, I bet anything that the First Division has already jumped on the case. If it bothers you that much, go check it out, but only after you finish eating. Will do, sir. Alright, will you be good to go, Tio? Yes, of course. We can walk over to the Harbor District after we finish our breakfast. That man was chilling. Safe. The SSS boys are back again, eh? So you've all come. Have you already heard the news? Yeah, I assume that means you're already well aware then. Well, yeah, we contacted everybody in the branch already, so they're gathered on the second floor. Gotta prepare ourselves for the possibility of a war between the two organizations. It's just as I feared. Damn, the police are slacking compared to you guys. I don't have much to offer in words, but know that our procedures are much different from yours. We've got our own way of handling an emergency, as I'm sure you do too. I think you'll be able to handle it if you conduct yourselves in the usual manner. Good to know, thanks. Hey, my boy Joshua. Oh, you guys came. You hear about the big news? You hear the big news about that? Oh, you guys came. You hear about the big news about Heiyue already? Yeah, we've already started conducting our investigation. Actually, I just noticed. Haven't all the bracers gathered here? I see the Divine Blade of Wind is downstairs. He is truly a sight to behold. Yeah, they contacted all of us on our enigmas this morning. And that's why we've all gathered here on such short notice. Damn, you guys are way too coordinated. Are you sure you're not just a bunch of slackers? But anyway, Ravage sure left one heck of a mess for us to clean up. You said it, sister. Sure, there might be less people there at night, but civilians still could have got caught up in their mess. I'm so pissed at the Mafia. I can't wait to rearrange their faces with my staff. Damn. So she about to just gonna beat ass, huh? Oh damn. Bullet holes and trash stuff and everything. Oh, okay. This place is a mess. A raid will do that. Yep, this confirms it. I'm seeing traces of heavy weaponry all over. At least they didn't resort to blowing them up with explosives. Oh, I see you guys are on the scene too. Hey friends. Or Franz, maybe. Probably. How's the situation looking? We rushed out here as soon as we heard the news. I don't know much yet. All I've heard is that shots were fired in the middle of the night. Dudley and the others are in the middle of conducting an investigation. Sounds like the First Division beat us to the punch. Well, they are highly coordinated. We'd like to ask the members of Heiyue some questions. Do you mind letting us inside? I suppose I could. I was only told not to let civilians pass through here. You'll have to make up an excuse to Dudley for me, though. Of course. Thanks for helping us out. Fuck Dudley. Damn! They lit up the inside too. Cal, my apologies for intruding on you. We wish to collaborate with you, so would you be willing to share the details of the raid with us? You'll have to forgive me. After all, it was late into the night. I haven't the foggiest idea of who the assailants may be or why they targeted our humble company. Even so, it appears that you were able to mount an efficient defense. The first and second floors are devastated, yet this room remains spotless. How in the world were you able to fend off the assailants armed with heavy machine guns? I'll admit, it was tricky. However, the assailants managed to escape our grasp, I'm afraid. Many of our men were sent to St. Ursula. Dear, oh dear, what a disaster. You have my condolences. If you'll excuse us. You four? What's the special support section doing here? Whatever the fuck we want. Why, good morning, Detective Bannings. I see the rest of you are in attendance too. Pardon our interruption, Cal. I know you're busy with the aftermath of the raid, but could I borrow a minute of your time? Anything for you, my friend. If you'll excuse us then, Dudley, I appreciate you having stopped by. Damn. Well, step aside then. This irritates me to no end, but I'm leaving this snake to you. Try to get what you can out of him. Ah, yes sir. It has been quite some time, my friends. I hear you all had quite the adventure on the final day of the anniversary festival, correct? I'm assuming Yin has already informed you. As you know, the Special Support Section doesn't follow conventional investigative protocol. And with that in mind, how about you go ahead and tell us your true intentions? Oh? Lloyd? There's no point wasting our time with his usual song and dance. Not only that, but we have a lot of ground to cover with Cal. I figured I'd get straight to the point. Whoa, pretty gutsy move, eh? Lloyd can be quite audacious when he wants to be. Exactly as I had anticipated, Mr. Bannings. I knew I was right to have hopes of you. Very well, I'm not particularly fond of trivial exchanges anyway. If your questions are within the realm of my knowledge, I'll provide the answers you seek. Thank you, Cal. I wanted to ask you about these 3 topics. Oh, I guess I get to just ask him all of that? I get to all of these? Huh. Is it safe to assume Ravash is behind last night's raid? Can you say for certain that there's any chance it was carried out by a third party? Doubting the possibility entirely, are we? If you would elaborate for them, Lau. Sir. The assailants may have been masked to conceal their identities, but there's no doubt it was Ravash's men. Their weapons and combat style were completely identical. Those types of things would be difficult to replicate. That does make sense. In that case, something's still rubbing me the wrong way. I hear you Heiyue dudes are all pretty damn good martial artists. Your main man Lai here looks like he could hand out beatings left and right. You flatter me. I'm sure Ravash doesn't have a shortage of combat pros, but none of them could match up with you guys one-on-one. So then, how'd you guys get trashed so hard by a handful of their thugs? Was that old Killing Bear leading the charge or something? No, I don't believe their esteemed general manager of sales was present. Neither were his hand-picked ex-Jaeger friends. We believe Ravash's regular combat personnel to be behind the attack. If that's the case, then how? Though their techniques were simple, their speed and power were beyond comprehension. They were able to brandish those heavy machine guns single-handedly. Our defenses were easily crushed by their unnatural strength. They overtook the first 2 floors with ease. No fooling. It wasn't only limited to their power and speed either, they had inhuman endurance as well. And thanks to that, I had to put into practice a few dangerous techniques. Dangerous techniques? You seem pretty knowledgeable about combat yourself, Cal. I am nothing but an amateur compared to Master Yin. Future interact. I'll get straight to the point, Cal. How do you plan to respond to their raid? Oh, what kind of question is that? Take a moment to ponder on what kind of organization Heiyue is. You found your answer, correct? So you're after revenge. Oh please, keep such scandalous rumors to yourself. I've been merely referring to crisis management. At the end of the day, we only seek profits. And in situations where our profits are threatened, it is my sworn duty to crush our antagonizers through the appropriate methods. I fail to see what's so strange about that. Yeah, what an annoyingly shrewd man. Does requesting assistance from Heiyue's main office lie among those proper methods? He's calling in the big guns from Heiyue's main office? Awfully blunt, aren't we? My reputation is on the line. I have no such plans at this moment. Furthermore, there is no guarantee the main office will respect my wishes. They may intervene regardless. Well, I should be able to stave off direct intervention for a little while, at least. Either way, we lack the proper knowledge of Ravash's current state, so we don't have an effective countermeasure for them. We're simply investigating their movements for the time being. Through our most reliable and cooperative employee, in fact. You requested Yin's assistance. He's the best of the best for these kind of undercover missions, yeah? This isn't directly related to the case in question, but I figure I'd ask while I'm already here. Do you really not know anything about Kia? Are you sure, Lloyd? Kia, you said. Is that a person's name, or perhaps some kind of code? Forgive me for speaking out of line. You're more serious than I expected. All I know is that Kia is the name of that little girl you took into custody after the shorts auction. Well, and that our dear collaborator offered you a small piece of advice there. The exhibits for the second half of the auction are all stored in the room over there. According to information that was sent to Heiyue, There's a bomb, so to speak, among those items. I recommend you confirm it for yourselves. Her large leather trunk will be exhibited in the second half of the auction. Inside the trunk is a bomb, which will only serve to jeopardize Ravash's position. We were able to receive that piece of information via our own networks. We've had no means of discerning who this informant was as of yet. However, in some ways, that only made it more credible. We wanted to be certain, so we asked our dear Master Yin to go and check on it. Even in my wildest dreams, I never expected the true identity of the bomb to appear in the form it did. Damn, looks like he's gonna feign ignorance till the very end. Let's assume you're telling the truth. Do you have an inkling as to who that informant might have been? Logically speaking, a bombshell of this magnitude points to the actions of a Ravash defector. However, taking into account the skill required to convey the information to us, they must be adept. At any rate, this is as far as our knowledge regarding Kia goes. I'd appreciate it if you believe me. Understood. Thanks for answering this honestly. No further questions. Now then, does this conclude your questioning? Yes, for the moment. I appreciate your cooperation. Do you mind if I give the department an outline of what we discussed? Do as you like, my friend. By the way, Detective Bannings? Yes. I'll be honest with you, this raid was far beyond what I thought Ravash was capable of. I was under the impression that I was fully cognizant of their strength, connections, and patterns. Yet they were able to pull off such a brazen attack on us in their weakened state. They splendidly surpassed all my expectations. I must say, I am unbelievably excited for what's to come. I cannot recall a moment in the last few years where a situation didn't proceed in the way I had planned. I can finally wield my intellect to crush my foes without remorse. This truly is an indescribable joy. Smug bastard. You're unbelievable. Did not think for 1 second that I would allow the police to ruin my fun. Although, you're special, so I'll grant you a unique opportunity, so to speak. Will you be able to broker a resolution between both groups before Heiyue begins its all-out retaliation? I'll be eagerly awaiting your next move. Here's an interesting one. I guess I stop hitting that button. Well, that was something. They gave us plenty of useful information to work with, but I can't believe they suggested the high possibility of a full-blown conflict. And things keep heating up the way they have. It's about to get real messy. We're screwed if they decide to have a firefight in the middle of town. Additionally, we have to consider the possibility that Heiyue may call for reinforcements. This is all sounding a bit too ominous. It sounds like we have a bit of time still, judging by what Kao said. At any rate, we can't leave Ravash unchecked any longer. We need to start looking into it before Heiyue mobilizes their forces. I agree. Shall we visit each of the districts and question the citizens? No. I think it's time we go straight to the source. Let's go get our answers from Ravash directly. You're kidding, right? We may have gone there once before, but still, that was before the incident at the auction. Are we not acting too recklessly? Yeah, I can't imagine they'd overlook anything outside of Kia's case. There's something else I'm concerned about, though. What might that be? Garcia's movements. We've quarreled with him before, but he never seemed the type to be reckless. I was under the impression that he had a strong command over his subordinates. Good eye. He used to be a well-known nigger commander, in fact. Didn't think he'd order his men to launch an assault on Heiyue like that. While there's a chance he ordered the attack on Heiyue, it's entirely possible that his subordinates acted independently. I'd certainly like to get to the bottom of this. I agree. It'd be a good idea to search for clues around their base. Do you guys want to head there now? We don't have a choice, do we? As long as we remain outside of the perimeter, the level of risk will be low. Let's go have ourselves a little stakeout. Time to go hit up the back alley. Let me say that was a lot of dialogue. Them boys got raided. Well, they got mad people standing out at the front gates and everything, man. Just like I thought, the inward guards posted here than usual. They're looking way more pissed than I was expecting, too. Impatient, excited, vigilant, anxious, and detecting a wide range of emotions from them. There's no mistaking it, they must be on high alert for any retaliation from Heiyue. This isn't going to be easy. For now, ascertaining Garcia's movement should be... Why the hell are you here? Garcia Rossi. Damn, that monster managed to conceal his presence? It's you guys. You have the audacity to show your faces around here after all the shit you've put us through? I won't make any excuses. Our deal with you only concerns Kia and Kia alone. Then we're understood. If you use our deal as an excuse to come waltzing into our territory, I'm going to beat the ever-loving hell out of you. I mean, you lost the last fight, buddy. Well, aren't we a dangerous old dude? I'm fully aware of why you're snooping around. However, you won't be getting a single word out of me on that matter. If you understand, then get lost. Please just tell me one thing. If hypothetically you were to attack an armed enemy stronghold, would you attack from the vanguard, leaving everything to brute strength? An honest Jaeger like myself would never adopt such a poor strategy. I'd wait until the conditions were favorable and wreak the most havoc while minimizing casualties. Wouldn't you do the same, son of the war god? Don't you ever call me that again. But yes, that's how Jaegers operate. Is that so? Thank you. I appreciate the answer. You're a strange kid. But anyway, you better not come in here unprepared. You hear me? I promise you'll be torn to shreds. Something sure seemed off with him. He looked like he was tense, but also a little worn out. So it wasn't just me then. He said a few nasty things, but I felt like it didn't have the usual bite to it. He expressed signs of fatigue. I can relate with him on that front. What in the world happened to Ravash? Doesn't suit him, making faces like that. Wouldn't you guys like to know the reason for their glum faces? Grace. Woman, you have a knack for appearing in the most random places, don't you? What can I say? My reporter spirit guides me to the juiciest of scoops. Anyway, let's proceed with the usual give and take session, shall we? I'll be anxiously awaiting your arrival at the jazz bar. How shall we proceed? If she plans to talk, we'll hear her out. We should be cautious around her. I don't want us accidentally leaking anything to her. Duly noted. What's up, Grace? Old buddy, old pal. Oh, look who's finally arrived. Sudden, I know, but do you all have any tidbits about the Heiyue raid you're willing to share? I'm sure Cao showered you with all sorts of delightful details over at his office. Quick to the punch, aren't you? Actually, how are you even aware we visited Heiyue? Well, if you must know, I found out this morning as I was about to ask Cao some questions. I saw Duddles barge in. Right as I was wondering what's up with that, you all entered after him. Then once Dudley left with his partner and that classic scowl on his face, you came out looking mighty worried. With that kind of look covering your mug, I'd be shocked if you didn't hear anything. You're deceptively sharp. Were we that obvious? Still, Grace, I think you know better than anyone that we can't casually disclose information about an open investigation. Of course I know that, you silly goose. That's why I proposed a bit of give and take. After all, aren't you dying for some details on Garcia Rossi? Well, always a pro at dangling the bait right under our noses, eh? To put the cherry on top, I might have some news about that so-called auction, too. Whispers say Ravash screwed the pooch and incurred the wrath of the speaker. Surely you want to know how these two matters might be related, no? Alright, I'll bite. However, everything about Cao is strictly off the record, got it? I can't stress that enough, Grace. I see. So the situation is more dire than I thought. Yeah, unfortunately it is. As things stand, both groups seem to be trying not to involve the public, if that's any consolation, but... Well, no matter which way you cut it, this raid was too abrupt. Ignoring that it happened in the dead of night, a raid near our news agency? Not to mention it was right down the street from the IBC. Sounds like this decision was a little rushed, right? Yes, that's true. If things went south, this incident could have shaken the continent, destroying Crossbell's reputation as Zemuria's trade capital. You have a point there. That also might make the info I got my mitts on not necessarily false. And this information you got your hands on, are you willing to share it now? Okay, fine, it's my turn now, eh? You see, this whole fiasco originated from inside the Mafia. Lately, I've been hearing rumors that Garcia Ross's control over his goons has been, well, lacking. Is that even possible? Yeah, I'm having a hard time buying it. I can't imagine subordinates defying that monstrous old geezer. Well, you can choose to believe it or not. I'm just saying it may be possible that the incident in the downtown district and the gunning for Maine's rights might have not been on Garcia's orders. It seemed like some of the mafiosos on the lower rungs were looking to climb up. If clout inside Rivage is what those rookies were after, then that would explain them stepping out of line and getting busted. Please, can we back up a second? You're saying that last night's raid was carried out by junior members of the Mafia? Given the scale of the attack, I personally lean towards no, but considering all that's happened, you can hardly blame Garcia for his big outburst earlier, right? True, there wasn't a sign of his little entourage anywhere. Does that mean, despite controlling Rivage from the inside, he's still having issues? What is the Don doing during all of this? According to what I've been able to gather, Marconi is desperately trying to atone for his There we go. Naturally, he's buttering up Speaker Hartman, who is less than pleased at Michelin. He's even trying to lure more influential figures of Crossbell into his fold. Influential figures? Who exactly? Cutting right to the chase. Well, simply put, it's Republican faction Diet members. I've heard he's met with the CGF commander too. Really, is he attempting to suppress Hayue's political influence in Crossbell? And maybe meeting with the CGF commander is related to Ravage's weapon smuggling. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Gotta remember that moron of a commander is also one of Speaker Hartman's cronies. Since the commander is in Marconi's pocket, I reckon he's using them to win back the speaker's favor. Bingo, that's what I was thinking too. I knew it. I knew a nice chat with you guys would help me get all my thoughts in order. Haha, score. This turned out to be a fruitful little info swap. I hate to admit it, but it's been helpful for us as well. In fact, now that we've sifted through all the details, I still feel like there's something we're missing. Something we're missing? Care to elaborate? We've been able to arrive at a convincing motive behind each action thus far, but they're all haphazard, like they aren't acting as one singular organization. I felt like Rivage had a particular style to their operations, characteristic of the darkness that lies in the city, but in these cases, I just don't feel it. So that's what you mean. Now that you mention it, I'm inclined to agree. An efficient system created to take advantage of the mere reserve known as Crossbell. For an organization such as Rivage to deviate from that system is highly irregular. So in other words, there's an element to this case that threw Rivage out of whack. Something like that? Right, it's just a gut feeling though. Kyle's description made it sound like these raiders who attacked Hayue possessed unnatural amounts of strength too. It's possible that could be the reason behind Garcia's strange attitude. Wow, I should have expected this from you, Lloyd. You're a sharp kid, aren't you? Hey, if you get canned, how about joining me at the Crossbell Times? We can aim for the Pulitzer Prize together. I'll have to pass. And for the record, I'd appreciate if you didn't make me worry more than I have to. Remind me again, what's the Pulitzer Prize thing she's so up in arms about? It's a prestigious international award given to the most outstanding journalists of the year. Excuse me for 1 second. Yes, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section. I managed to get through. It's me, Bixen over from Maine's. Oh, the mayor. What's going on? Is there some sort of problem regarding Gantz? Well, you see, I'm at the Barker Casino at the moment. He started acting strangely, so I decided to call you. Strangely? What exactly do you mean? He's been engaged in a poker match with another customer for quite some time. The atmosphere has gotten kind of severe. It might actually get violent. Anyway, could you come over quickly and help sort this out? Understood, sir. Barker Casino, right? We're close by, so we'll be there shortly. Okay, I'm counting on you. Maine's mayor. You mentioned something about the casino, Lloyd? Yeah, apparently Gantz might be getting into some sort of violent situation. Seriously? Did he somehow provoke his opponent during a match? With Gantz's ego and crazy look, I could totally see it happening. Well, we better hurry on over and assess the situation. What do you mean, we? Alright, off to Barca we go. What? What's the matter? Well, Grace, it's just that. There's no point in telling her not to come. Let's just go to the casino. He's not wrong. Lots of dialogue. It seems like something big's about to blow up in this chapter. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to that poster of Ilya and Rixia. That's cool. To the casino. Oh, you came. I think a fight is about to break out. Quickly, take us to where Gantz is playing, sir. Sure. He's in the middle of a private match in the back room. We don't have time to waste. Gantz could blow at any second. Huh? Wasn't Gantz the one provoking his opponent? Oh, Lecter. Eat this, punk. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. A straight flush of diamonds, baby. Try to beat this hand. You can't. Yeah, are you kidding me? Wasn't expecting you to pull out a hand that strong on our last round. This is my true talent. You tied one too many games using those tricky hands of yours, but that's coming to an end. Come on, show us your hand. Might as well give up while you're at it, too. Huh? Are you feeling okay, man? Who said anything about losing? Are you kidding me? The only way you'd be able to beat me is with the royal straight flush. There's no way you could have. And that's where you're wrong, pal. What? 5 of a kind, and they're all aces. I can't believe what I've seen today. What hands beat a royal straight flush usually depend on the rules, but rules or no rules, it's obvious that this blows your straight flush out of the water. What? Don't screw with me, you damn cheat. Drake, you're his accomplice, aren't you? Well, screw you too. I assure you, I am nothing of the sort. I swear upon Adios herself. And during my careful observation of the match, I saw nothing that suggests Mr. Arundel was cheating. Can it? Can it? How the hell am I supposed to buy that crap? I've got luck and intuition on my side. I'm supposed to be unstoppable. There's no way I can lose to this jackass. Sir, please calm yourself. Seriously, dude, take a chill pill. Poker's just a game of luck after all. All it means is that your luck has run out, bud. I refuse to believe this crap. Gambling should be a piece of cake after using that stuff. Oh? Gantz? Look out. There's no way in hell I could lose. Ah, let go of me. Let go of me, damn it. You have to calm down, Gantz. What's with this insane strength? This Gantz? Oh man, my controller must have unplugged or something. Controller, please. I'm trying to read this. Please? What is happening? There we go. Well, if it isn't my favorite pals, how's it hanging? I don't know what I was expecting. How can one man be so suspicious? It is unfathomable. Quite the class clown we got here. An acquaintance of yours, guys? Sorta. Not like we know squat about him, though. Oh, hold the phone. A 5 of a kind versus a straight flush. What the hell even happened here? It was a real nail biter, Randy. I was on the verge of losing everything. I can barely keep up with this. At least we were able to neutralize the threat before anyone was hurt. Let go of me. Let me go, damn it. Let me go. I can't lose. I can't lose. After further protest and shouting, Gantz became overwhelmingly exhausted and passed out. Due to his condition, the special support section decided to carry him to his hotel room. Hopefully he didn't lose all of his money. Oh, sweet goddess, how could such a thing have happened? He may not have been the hardest worker, but he was a kind man. There's not a soul in Maine who disliked him. Mayor Dixon. For a nice guy, he sure was pretty violent for a sec there. Hell, I was expecting that both of us would need to hold him down. Yeah, I couldn't believe how ridiculously strong he was. Listen, guys, this is just my impression, but, you think the guy could have been on some kind of drugs? Pardon me? What is the basis for that assessment? You kidding? Judging by their silence, I think Lloyd and Tia seem to agree with me. I am not sure. I don't want to say anything unsubstantiated, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. We can't rule it out. That's preposterous. Gantz? On drugs? I refuse to believe him. He's just an ordinary miner, you hear me? There's no way he'd be able to get a hold of such dangerous... Sorry, sir, but it hasn't been almost half a month since he arrived in Crossbell. Keep in mind that he earned quite a bit of mirror during his stay, too. Can you say for certain that he couldn't have taken advantage of that wealth? I won't stand for this slander. You mentioned that you're a Crossbell Times journalist, correct? Know that if you write some little piece based on pure speculation, I will lead Mainz and its people in protest. Oh, come on, take it easy for a second. I don't plan on writing an article on this, mister. Would you do us a favor, Mayor Vixen? I'd like to go through Gantz's personal belongings, if that's alright with you. You too? I don't intend to imply anything, sir, but there are too many coincidences piling up here. His sudden violence, that inhuman strength, the complete change in personality. All of these aspects are eerily similar to past cases. And in Gantz's case, we also saw an absurd development in his gambling skills. Might be because he took stimulants to boost his perception or something. That explained that freakish intuition. People keep telling us how it was like he could read people's minds, you know? It is entirely possible. I can only speculate that if I were to gamble, I would likely be more adept than your average person. Tia. Sorry, Tia, you know I didn't mean it like that. I am aware, do not worry. Mayor Vixen, I can understand you wish to keep Mr. Gantz's reputation intact. However, please envision the scenario where he is, in fact, consuming drugs. If the situation were to remain unhandled, it could pose a threat to himself and others. That may be. I can think of a bunch of possible side effects that might crop up. Same here, and that's exactly what we need to be scared of. Very well, I fear I might have been slightly inconsiderate. Go ahead, Lloyd. Alright. Lloyd carefully examined Gantz's pocket to making sure not to wake him up in the process. This is what I was afraid of. Pound blue pills. Pills? Goddess, no. So our theory was spot on. Pretty shade of blue, but what the heck is it? We can't rule out the possibility that it's harmless medicine yet. Maybe he has some kind of chronic disease we don't know about. Did he ever mention anything about that, sir? From all my interactions with him, no, of course, I can't say for sure. Interesting. Would you mind if we hung on to these pills for now? Please do. Listen though, I beg you, do not spread this around for Gantz's sake. Of course, sir, we'll make sure to take his reputation into consideration. Also, could we leave him with you? Yes, I'll take care of him. I'll try to speak with him once he wakes up. Thanks, that'd be great. Now we have suspicions of an illegal drug circulating throughout Crossbell, eh? Definitely didn't see that one coming. Really? I would have thought the Mafia was big into the drug trade. The contrary, actually. Illegal drugs hardly ever show up in Crossbell. Drugs are messy business, you know? One misstep and they'll spread to neighboring countries like the plague. I've heard the 1st Division monitors them closely, thanks to the pressure from Ereboni and Calvard. So I guess Ravache is smart enough to read the room on that one. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, they made sure to cover that back at the police academy. Still, something about these pills. It really is a lovely shade of blue, isn't it? Sure, but they're still suspicious as hell. Tio seems to know something. Something wrong, Tio? No, it is nothing. It must be my imagination. More importantly, what do you intend on doing with the pills, Lloyd? Good question. I'm thinking the case is too much for us to handle alone. For now, let's go talk with the chief. Yes, he may know what to do. While we're at it, we should give our report on the Hayue raid. We got mafias fighting each other and a chance of illegal drugs now too. Get ready, guys. I feel like things are about to get pretty busy around here. You know, I've only known you guys for 4 months, but I'm starting to think that you've matured a lot since we first met. Grace? What's with the sudden praise? Flattery will get you nowhere, I hope you know. No, I'm serious. I've got some pretty high expectations now, almost as high as the ones I had for your brother, Lloyd. You know, I don't think I ever got a straight answer last time you brought up Guy. So, did you know my brother Grace? Oh yeah, back when I was still a newbie at the CNS, he helped me out more times than I can count. And in the end, his case went cold. At the very least, I'm happy that the team he wished for finally became a reality. What? What do you mean, Grace? Oopsie, Sergey might get angry at me if I say too much. Anyway, I've got an event to cover, so I'm going to have to head out. Oh, and I won't write any articles about this drug stuff, as tempting as it is. Bye-bye, everyone. Where does she get off teasing like that and just walking away? Another addition to the pile of things we have to think about. Indeed. Are you concerned about what she told us, Lloyd? Oh, well, even if it's concerning Guy, I don't really have time to think about it. The Hayway raid, Ravash's current situation, and now these blue pills. We have a lot on our plate. For now, let's put aside what Grace told us and ask the chief how we should proceed. Understood. Hopefully he has some ideas for us. Alrighty then, back to the SSS. Save my game. Turn on my fan because it's hot as hell in my room. Alright, how long has this episode been running? I feel like I've been at it for a while. Oh god, 1 hour and 11 minutes. Let's actually go ahead and wrap up this episode before it gets too much longer. Save the game one more time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. It's been watching Trails from Zero with me. It's been fun playing this game. We're going to get more into this drug business once we get back.